While federal agencies under the Biden administration are seeking to increase voter registration and turnout, a group linked to left-wing megadonor George Soros is pushing for a constitutional amendment in the battleground state of Michigan that would allow Zuckerbucks to be used in election administration. Biden issued an executive order to all federal agencies in March 2021, instructing them to send him a strategic plan outlining the ways identified under this review that the agency can promote voter registration and voter participation. The order gave agency heads 200 days to determine how their federal agencies participating in voter turnout efforts is wrong because they will target who they want to turn out to vote, and government can't be engaged in that process because it's partisan politics, Phil Klein, director of the Amistad Project, told Just the News. Meanwhile, with midterm elections approaching in November, a left-leaning organization called Promote the Vote submitted nearly 670,000 voter signatures, more than the roughly 425,000 required, for a new Michigan constitutional amendment to be placed on the ballot in the November election. The amendment would require state-funded postage for absentee applications and ballots, require state-funded absentee ballot drop boxes, allow voters to be sent an absentee ballot for every election by requesting it on an absentee ballot application, and require 9 days of early in-person voting. Michigan currently doesn't allow early voting, but requires election officials to accept, in at least one location, absentee ballots during business hours and for at least 8 hours on a Saturday and/or Sunday prior to an election, the Detroit Free Press reported. The signatures submitted by Promote the Vote must be reviewed by the Board of State Canvassers to determine the petition's validity before certifying the petition and placing the amendment on the ballot, with the deadline to do so being 2 months prior to the November election. Soros gave nearly $10 million in 2019 to the 1630 Fund, which gave $250,000 to Promote the Vote in 2018. The left has become very supportive and open to billionaires influencing U.S. elections, Klein said Tuesday. He argued this is dangerous to the democratic process, as candidates receiving funding from Soros would be beholden to him, and that unless action is taken, we'll reach a crisis where Americans no longer have faith in elections. The left, he added, is trying to enshrine in law all the problems in. Thanks for watching Just the News. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment.